Hey, welcome back to the Engineered channel. Today, I'm proud to share with you the 1980 Honda XL80S. This is where it all got started. Come on back. All right, so welcome back. Imagine yourself, it's Christmas, 1980, you're 12 years old, and what's under the Christmas tree? This little motorcycle. Actually, this little motorcycle. This is where it really all got started. This was our very first motorcycle. And I have to say our because really and truly, I guess if you get technical about it, half of this motorcycle belongs to my sister and half to me. But you know, I took it from her, so sorry, Ash. Anyway, this one, I'm working on restoring it. We've had the frame done, the engine's been rebuilt, I'm doing some wiring on it. It's proving hard to get running again, so I'm still working on that. In a trade, I found this one, an untouched 1980 XLS. Except for the rear wheel. The rear wheel is actually off of this one because this one actually has the original rear wheel that was on that one, but the original rubber is so hard I can't get it off, so we just switched wheels. So this one's got the red wheel. This one has a red front and a silver back, and that one has a silver front and a red back. But this was the, you know, as a little kid in the country, this was about as cool as it gets. We rode these things all over the place. The original one has over 3,000 original miles just running around the pasture. This bike is not as fast now as I'm a little bit bigger as I remembered it was back in the day. About 30-35 miles an hour, and we are topped out. So when we first got this motorcycle in 1980, it was dressed like this, blinkers, street legal. Of course, we never rode it on the street, rode it in the woods. You'll notice that my original one here, it doesn't have any blinkers. It's because my sister was riding on the back here and she grabbed a pine tree we went by and she just tore the blinkers right off of it. So anyway, it lived a hard life. But in a trade, I found this one, and I had to have it just because it was all original, and I had to have the original bike. And so now I have two Honda 80 XLSs. All right, so this is these are both 1980 models. This is what the trim on the tank looked like in 1980. 80 cc, 4-stroke, 4-speed. But you know, when you're little, these will do wheelies and you can jump them and all kinds of fun stuff. But when you're big, they don't perform like they used to. But anyway, it's a sentimental thing for me. It's a part of your childhood, right? It's something that you remember fondly. And for all of us old guys, if we can find our original first bike, you would go get it too, wouldn't you? So anyway, I want to take this out on a ride, and I want you to come with me, and let's go for a little ride on the old XL80, and let's see what she can do. All right, here we go for a ride. And of course, this was before the days of electric starts. Where's my kickstand? All right, here we go. 32 miles an hour, just like the old days. So when it was time to go to college in the 80s, the thing to have, if you were like the super cool kid on a college campus, was a Honda Spree. It was a little 49cc scooter, and man, if you were really cool, you had yourself a Spree. But I had this, and this is what I rode on campus. So at Baylor University in the 80s, you would have seen me on this, but this was cooler than a Spree because it was faster than a Spree. And if you really tried, you could do a little wheelie on this. Now this bike, I don't know who had this, but this was coincidentally last registered in 1986 on the street, which is probably the last year that that one was registered too, 1986 or 1987. And whoever had this put pegs on the back. Those are not original pegs, but the pegs for a passenger. Now, maybe I was a lot smaller back then, but I don't know where you could fit a passenger. They'd have to sit back here on the, you had to, if you had your girlfriend on there, she could sit real close to you. But anyway, so this is fun. This is like a monkey riding a football here, but it brings back a lot of good memories. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the looking at this bike. I hope you enjoyed the ride. And if you got somebody who's an expert and think they can get mine going, let me know. And I'll see you next time here on the Engineer Channel.